From sitcom daughter to Oscar-winning superstar in no time, few actresses have shot to fame as fast as Jennifer Lawrence.
What's incredible about Jennifer Lawrence is she feels so established now, yet she's such a new star.
It's just extraordinary to see someone deliver such incredible range, but each time deliver something that makes such a vivid impression and is so memorable.
She can pretty much do anything. I think she's a very, very smart young woman as well, and I think she'll have a very interesting career behind the camera.
Jennifer Lawrence is, without question, the most exciting young actress on the planet today.
Hi, Daddy.
Jennifer got her break starring in The Bill Engvall Show as the daughter of our eponymous hero, Bill Engvall. It was a bit like Home Improvement. And with a daughter that looks like Jennifer Lawrence, you can understand Bill being a little wary.
Lauren, I cannot believe you did this after we told you not to.
I know. You guys must be really disappointed in me. And if you want me to leave, I met these really trustworthy guys down at the piercing place. And they said that I can move in with them.
The Bill Engvall Show was a cable comedy in the States. It wasn't particularly a big hit, but great for her being, she was this girl from Kentucky that lands this great role in a TV show, and it got her noticed.
You got something to say, child. You best say it now.
Winter's Bone was set in the Ozarks, which is a bit like the swamps of the Deep South, but somehow even scarier. Jennifer wowed critics as the self-sufficient daughter who heads out into the wild.
I got 2 kids that can't feed themselves yet. My mom's sick, and she's always gonna be sick. Pretty soon the laws are coming and taking our house and throwing us out to live in the field like dogs.
On paper, Winter's Bone might not sound that exciting, and it's with a director, Deborah Granick, who had made just very low-budget films up until that point. But the moment she cast Jennifer Lawrence, I think this film changed and became so much more than just a little Sundance film. It got her an Oscar nomination. She was only 20 years old.
I saw Winter's Bone sort of early on, before anyone at Empire Magazine had seen it, and was just blown away by it, and blown away by Jennifer Lawrence especially. And I remember coming back to the office and just saying, we've got to do this girl. She is going to be a cover star. She is going to be huge.
Does that money mean you're leaving? I'd be lost without the weight of you 2 on my back. I ain't going anywhere.
She said she would have walked across hot coals to get that part. And in order to get the role, she had to really transform herself. She didn't, wash her hair. She didn't wear any makeup. She really had to convince them that she had it in her to play Ree.
She is the lone detective, who walks the mean streets and has to figure out what has become of her father. It's a mystery story. And all those qualities you immediately got that she was that girl, She was wise beyond her years. She was astonishingly sort of stoic and controlled.
Bob Melton said him and Sonia would take Sonny in. I tell you that? Raise him up from here for me. Does he know? Sonny? Not from us. If he knows, it's from somebody else blabbing. 'Cause I never.
She's so subtle. She's just letting this character exist. And she sort of blends into this landscape and brings this young woman to life that I don't think anybody else could have done this role this way.
Your jeans, do you want me to iron them?
Sure.
Jennifer Lawrence would soon be playing the romantic lead, but in Like Crazy, she had to settle for being the other woman. Jennifer Lawrence as the other woman. Now that is crazy.
Okay, all right. Just let me know. Okay, bye.
Did they say they couldn't do it in 3 weeks?
Yeah. Well, they always do.
No.
Like Crazy is this indie romance between Anton Yelchin and Felicity Jones. Jennifer Lawrence plays Anton Yelchin's co-worker who becomes his girlfriend while he's unable to be with the woman that he really loves.
That Ferris wheel was shaking in the way that Ferris wheels aren't supposed to shake.
She was also in Like Crazy, which was Drake Doremus's film a very indie romance, but a very honest portrayal of young love. And I thought she was very, very good in that.
Not that I'm saying that you write other people's papers for them. But if you did, I hear that you're really good at making yourself sound like them. Getting inside their heads, that's what I need.
If Mel Gibson started talking to you through a beaver puppet, how would you react?
Why?
Jodie Foster directed Jennifer Lawrence in this unusual tale. Perhaps she had some words of advice for the young starlet following in her footsteps.
Lazy.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Does this look lazy to you? That is 428 pages of lazy. And if you don't want to take my money because you're just dying to see me make an ass of myself, then that's fine. But don't you dare call me lazy.
Her next roles included The Beaver. It was more of a Mel Gibson vehicle, and that would have been a very competitive casting, so great that she got in there for that role.
She's playing a cheerleader who befriends Mel Gibson's son, played by Anton Yelchin. It was a nice little vivid contribution from Jennifer, but really, you were never going to notice her in a film that's about Mel Gibson talking to a hand puppet.
Charles has never understood. He's different, but he's never had to hide. Hank, this serum that you're making, it doesn't affect abilities, right? Just appearance. Normalizes it.
Yeah.
Do you think it would work on me?
There's nowhere to hide when you're playing Mystique. The shape-shifting mutant was a perfect fit for this equally versatile actress.
I have to admit, usually when guys ask me out, they're not after my blood.
For something completely different, she gets into these X-Men Origins films, and suddenly she's in blue. And we see a whole other side, that she isn't just this indie girl. She can do the big films as well.
Perhaps after Winter's Bone, Jennifer just wanted to do something very sort of mainstream. She confessed that when she got the part, she hadn't actually seen any of the X-Men movies, but she later watched them and got into it.
We are different, but we shouldn't be trying to fit into society. Society should aspire to be more like us. Mutant and proud.
Matthew Vaughn, the director, and Jane Goldman, the writer, wanted the girl from Winter's Bone. You know, they wanted someone who would, you know, bring that kind of weight and impressiveness and sort of charisma and starriness, because that was all there in Winter's Bone too. You know, she was a movie star as much as she was an actress. And would bring that to a big superhero franchise, would bring a bit of kind of grit and determination and sort of wit and sexiness, all the things she has.
You know, sometimes I wonder what my life would have been like if you hadn't found me here that night.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. God's sake, Raven. Where are your clothes? Put some clothes on.
That's not what you said when you first saw me. But I guess pets are always cuter when they're little, right?
Hank, he tells me that he's found the answer to your cosmetic problem. You're gonna tell me what's the matter, or do I have to read your mind?
You promised me you would never do that.
Until recently, I never had to use my power to know what you were thinking, Raven.
You know, Charles, I used to think it was going to be you and me against the world. But no matter how bad the world gets, you don't want to be against it, do you? You want to be a part of it.
A lot of actors and actresses who enter into those kind of big, all-consuming franchise films kind of get swamped by them, but she really stands out in that film.
These X-Men films have a huge ensemble, but I think she holds her own and enjoying being this creature, Mystique.
Jennifer Lawrence became a bona fide superstar when she took on the role of Katniss Everdeen, and bows and arrows haven't looked this cool since Rambo used one in the jungle.
Thank you for your consideration.
Every young actress in Hollywood must have wanted to play Katniss in the Hunger Games franchise. And they were so smart to cast Jennifer Lawrence. It would have been risky at the time because she didn't really have a name for herself at that point.
She did audition for Twilight, interestingly, the lead role of Bella, which went to Kristen Stewart.
The world is a much better place for her having not won that part and instead was available to play Katniss Everdeen in The Hunger Games. Lionsgate auditioned about 30 young actresses for the role, and Gary Ross, the director, was just blown away by the incredible self-assuredness of Jennifer. And after the audition, they knew that they'd found their Katniss.
What the hell was that? You don't talk to me and then you say you have a crush on me? You say you want to train alone? Is that how you want to play? Huh?
She is perfect casting, playing this incredibly feisty young woman who perhaps just can't quite understand how she's ended up being the symbol of this, revolution.
She's an action heroine. She's great with a bow. She's, has these kind of skills in the wild that she's honed. But at the same time, she's very serious and very kind of vulnerable and has all these kind of layers to her as a heroine. And I think that's what makes the book so popular, is that she's kind of very accessible and very relatable as a character.
She's a really strong young woman. She's not waiting for a guy to save her. She's saving the guys. And I think Jennifer Lawrence is really believable. She's got this physicality to her. She'd been an athlete and growing up. And also she's got a certain sweetness too, not a sickly sweetness, but she's vulnerable. And I think she really takes it to another level. It's not just a teen franchise. It becomes a good film because of Jennifer Lawrence.
We're back with everyone's new favorite girl in Hollywood, the irrepressible Jennifer Lawrence. The Hunger Games brought her worldwide fame, but she was only getting started.
Sort of like me.
Sort of like you? I hope to God she didn't tell Nikki that.
You think that I'm crazier than you?
Because... well, we're different, I mean.
Oh my God. Oh, you're killing me.
Jennifer became one of the youngest Academy Award winners ever for her performance in David O. Russell's Silver Linings Playbook. And she got to chuck plates off a table and storm out of a restaurant. It's a win-win.
Because I am so much crazier than you.
Keep your voice down.
I'm just the crazy slut with a dead husband. Forget it!
After a big franchise like The Hunger Games, it's really interesting to see her working with an auteur like David O. Russell for Silver Linings Playbook. And I think every person I know, male or female, sort of fell in love with Tiffany.
I love Tiffany because she's different. And she is who she is, and she makes no apologies for it. She really knows how to be alive. She knows how to live.
I was a big slut, but I'm not anymore. There's always gonna be a part of me that's sloppy and dirty, but I like that, with all the other parts of myself.
Silver Linings Playbook is a kind of rom-com, but it's injected with mental illness. And the setup is Bradley Cooper's character is a breakdown based upon his wife leaving him. And he meets this girl who's lost her husband and also had a version of her own breakdown, who's heavily unstable.
Having cast Bradley Cooper, it seemed like quite a big leap to put Jennifer Lawrence against him. There's a 16-year age gap.
She's got a great gift of flowing through ages, and she's such a good actress that you go with it.
I'm why today's happened.
That's right. You are why today's
I'm the reason why today happened.
I think so.
Let's talk about that.
Be my guest.
The first night that Pat and I met at my sister's, the Eagles beat the 49ers handily 40-26. The second time we got together, we went for a run, and the Phillies beat the Dodgers 7-5 in the NLCS.
She's right, Dad.
The next time we went for a run, the Eagles beat the Falcons 27-14. Wow. The third time we got together, we had Raisin Bran in the diner, and the Phillies dominated Tampa Bay in the fourth game of the World Series 10-2.
Oh, wow.
Fascinating. Let me think about that. Wait a minute.
Well, why don't you think about when the Eagles beat the Seahawks 14-7?
He was with you?
He was with me. We went for a run.
Really?
There have been no games since Pat and I have been rehearsing every day, and if Pat had been with me like he was supposed to, he wouldn't have gotten in a fight, he wouldn't be in trouble. Maybe the Eagles beat the New York Giants.
I was told that she was an incredible actress, and there were a lot of women that were jockeying for that role, and that she wanted out. And she's young, she's 21 years old, and it's like, wow, she's gonna play that character. And then I had one conversation with her on the phone, and I sort of knew right away that this was gonna work, this dynamic, and then how special she was.
Everybody's got a thing, but some don't know how to handle it.
There's a whole kind of a subplot involving them learning to dance for a dance competition, which is very charming, but a little bit more conventional, I think, than the rest of the film has been.
There's always one house, isn't there? The owners don't keep it tidy, or they play loud music, or they're brutally murdered by their psychotic daughter. Jennifer Lawrence unfortunately had to move in onto the same street. Location, location, location.
At the same time Silver Linings Playbook is coming out, some horror films that she had made, The Devil You Know and The House at the End of the Street, are also coming out. So it's a completely different side of her career, also in cinemas that same year.
She's been funny in interview that, you know, you've always got one of them in your locker that you did kind of for the money or kind of for the work. It's worth watching on the basis that no matter how bad a film, if Jennifer Lawrence is in it, she brings it charisma and centers it and gives you something to watch.
The top coat, it's like perfumey, but there's also something rotten. And I know that sounds crazy, but I can't get enough of it. I smell it, it's true. Dolly, historically, the best perfumes in the world, they're all laced with something nasty and foul. It is true, it is true. Irving loves them. Oh my God.
Fun fact, hairdressing was 50% of the budget on American Hustle. Well, maybe not, but Jennifer's long locks shone in this con artist caper packed to the brim with stars.
Smells like flowers.
Flowers, but with garbage.
And like sour.
Yeah.
Flowers.
After working with David O. Russell on Silver Linings Playbook, she signed up to do American Hustle with him as well. And what a great ensemble cast this is.
Oh! Another fire! No, Danny, not that one. That one's empty. We gotta use the big one.
She's playing a little bit different, maybe slightly older, a little bit sexier, a little bit ditzier, kind of bonkers at times. You don't really always love this character, but she's kind of like a new screwball comedian for this era.
It's quite wacky and a little bit screwball, her character, and it could have come across as being a bit cringeworthy, but it's just really well judged. Really, really good performance.
I read it in an article. Look, by Paul Berdure. Bring something into this house that's gonna take all the nutrition out of our food and then light our house on fire? Thank God for me.
Jennifer Lawrence is so busy making all of her movies that initially David O. Russell thought, you know, there's no way that I can, you know, expect her to do my film, you know, in the kind of 2-week gap that she's got. But he sent her the script anyway, saying, look, I know you're not available. She read the part, and she just thought, I have to do this. It's another great performance from Jennifer, playing a character that's described as the Picasso of passive-aggressive karate.
You know that I could take Danny. You know that most of your work is illegal. And you know that if you tried to divorce me, you know that I'm not saying that I would, but I'm saying that I could. And I'm saying that that is why I don't like divorce, Irving. Women do that in divorces. Women get the children and then the fathers never see them. My mother never got divorced. My grandmother never got divorced. There are no divorces in my family. I am not getting a divorce.
She's a wonderful kind of loose depiction of the unstable mother, the kind of the easy to tears, emotionally voluble, kind of manipulative American woman that she kind of plays. And she has wonderfully great sort of crazy blonde hair, and she sort of breaks into song. And every time she comes on the screen, it kind of flies into life.
All 4 of the leading actors were nominated for Oscar, but I think that she was the only one that really had a chance of winning.
We have to go, Gail, before they kill us. They will kill us.
What about the other families? Huh? The ones who stay. What happens to them? People are looking at you, Katniss.
I don't want anyone looking to me. I can't help them.
Jennifer Lawrence has already become the highest-grossing action heroine of all time with the Hunger Games series. The huge critical and commercial success of Catching Fire suggests there's no stopping this girl. Not even evil Donald Sutherland has a chance.
Hunger Games was a huge hit, but the sequel, Catching Fire, was even bigger. And I think the growth of audiences' interest in Jennifer Lawrence between the 2 films was part of that story.
With Hunger Games Catching Fire, you're seeing Katniss evolve. And I think it's quite an interesting parallel to Jennifer Lawrence's own personal career. She's been developing. She's been getting stronger and getting bigger and just seems so confident in this role too. And she owns it.
Snow, he came to see me. He's worried about rebellion in the districts. He thinks that they don't believe our love story.
You know, Katniss, you should have told me that before I went out there and tried to give these people their money.
I'm sorry, I didn't know what to do.
Katniss, what were you thinking?
Please, just help me get through this trip. Please, just help us get through this.
That franchise will go on as long as she wants it to, really. It doesn't feel like something that was made just for the money, which is a success in itself. It feels like a good film in its own right.
She's one of the hardest working young actresses in Hollywood. There's 2 more Hunger Games films that we've yet to see. I think they're just gonna get better and better. I think she's more in control of her career, of her acting craft, and I think she just inhabits Katniss from day one, so it's gonna be fantastic to see how this series ends up.
Jennifer is quite loyal to the directors that she's worked with. Gary Ross, of course, selected her to play Katniss in the Hunger Games, and now she's working with him again in the Glass Castle. Be interesting to see if they can come up with something as extraordinary as their first collaboration.
One important project she's got coming up is The Glass Castle, a Jeanette Walls adaptation of her memoir, and it's notable that Jennifer Lawrence is going to produce this, as well as acting in it. And I think that shows what a smart young woman she is.
You took the things that mean the most to me.
Maybe you should have fought harder for them.
There is a new enemy out there, mutants. You'll need a new weapon for this war.
I know what I have to do. It's us or them.
It's extraordinary that an actress so young is in these 2 huge film franchises. She's coming up soon in the X-Men Days of Future Past. This film unites the cast of the original X-Men movies with the cast of the last X-Men film.
Her character is pivotal to the plot in the sequel. So, you know, they were kind of investing in her to a certain extent in the first film, X-Men First Class. They thought she's kind of the raison d'etre of the second film, almost.
In Serena, she reteams with Bradley Cooper yet again. This time, it's a Depression-era tale.
Serena has been a little bit delayed, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing this film. I think it'll be interesting to see Jennifer Lawrence do a period piece like this. And I think, again, Suzanne Bier is one of those directors that can pull out the best of her.